All season long, Boz has been Dorit's ride or die. She called Kyle a liar on the Hot Mic podcast. She went to Dorit's house and relayed everything Kyle said about her behind her back. She was the one who told Dorit at the book cover party, Kyle should have been here, which is what triggered the entire book party fallout. Boz has been firmly in Dorit's corner for 15 episodes. And then, at the reunion, the same reunion where Dorit needed her most, Boz told Andy Cohen that she still believes Kyle was genuinely concerned about Dorit. She defended Kyle's intentions. She essentially said the phone call where Kyle called Dorit manic came from a real place. And Dorit was sitting right there, watching her closest ally give Kyle the benefit of the doubt. That music is a shift nobody saw coming, and it changes the entire dynamic heading into part 3. Let's talk about it. So, here's the full timeline because this Boz situation has been building all season, and the flip is only shocking if you haven't been paying attention to the cracks. It started during the Hamptons trip. Rachel Zoe brought Kyle and Dorit out east for a weekend getaway. While they were there, Kyle FaceTimed Boz and told her she was worried about Dorit, that Dorit was being late, spending too much money, and seemed scattered and erratic. Kyle used the word manic. Boz listened. And then, as soon as Dorit got back from the Hamptons, Boz went to her house, popped a bottle of RHOBH, and told her everything Kyle said. That move immediately put Kyle on the defensive. Dorit was furious. She said Kyle was trying to make her look bad by planting seeds with everyone in the group so that when the conversation eventually came up, Kyle wouldn't be the only one saying it. Dorit's exact words were, "I think she went around to everybody so everybody would have that thought planted in their mind." And from that point forward, Boz was positioned as Dorit's protector, the one person willing to tell her the truth about what was happening behind her back. Then Boz went on Bravo's Hot Mic podcast with Alex Baskin and called Kyle a liar, not implied it, said it directly. Her exact words were, "I think she is a liar." Let me make that correct. That girl was lying. She was referring to Kyle initially claiming she only texted PK jokes and memes when it later came out that the texts were more substantive than that. Kyle said at the reunion she'd never been accused of being a liar before. And Boz didn't back down. She asked Kyle directly, "Well, then were lies told?" That was peak Boz as Dorit's soldier energy, but then something shifted. On the after show following the episode where Boz relayed Kyle's concerns to Dorit, Kyle was asked about the phone call. She said, "If I were really concerned, I would go up to her." She framed the phone call with Boz as casual observations, not an intervention. And instead, snorts of Boz pushing back, she surprised everyone. She told Dorit on the after show that she still believed Kyle was genuinely concerned about her. She didn't call Kyle a liar that time. She didn't take Dorit's side. She sat in the middle and gave Kyle credit for caring, even if Kyle's delivery was wrong. Dorit was not having it. Her response was immediate. "I think she's doing it to make me look bad." She said if Kyle was actually worried, she would have talked to her face-to-face during the 4 days they spent together in the Hamptons. And honestly, that's a fair point. You don't spend 4 days with someone, say nothing to their face, and then call their friend on the phone to talk about how worried you are. That's not concern, that's positioning. But Boz validating Kyle's intentions, even partially, cracked the foundation of the alliance Dorit thought was airtight. And now heading into part 3, which airs tonight, music, the dynamics are even more complicated. In the preview, Boz reveals that she's inviting everybody to her wedding, including Kyle. She said everybody's invited before adding a caveat that Andy pressured on. She also shared updates about her and Kylie's IVF journey, saying they're still harvesting her eggs and considering donor eggs or adoption if it doesn't work. Boz said, "At some point, I've got to let it go. That vulnerability is real." And it tells me Boz is thinking bigger than the Kyle versus Dorit war. She's not willing to blow up her friendships, including with Kyle, for a feud that might not even exist by the time the wedding happens. The real question is whether Dorit sees this as a betrayal or just Boz being honest. Because there's a difference between switching sides and being fair. Boz has never fully abandoned Dorit. She's been in her corner all season, but she's also someone who clearly values nuance. And nuance is the one thing this cast doesn't do well. You're either with someone or against them on RHOBH. And the second boss acknowledged Kyle's intentions as genuine. Dorit's armor got a crack in it that she can't ignore. Part 3 airs tonight. Pop off in the comments. Smash the like button. Subscribe if you haven't. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.